Good morning, Stockton community. I've had quite a few questions over the last few days about how to do asynchronous learning during the time period ahead. If you're not comfortable doing a live session, you really just want to record some lectures, which I think is a great idea. It's very easy to do. There's a ton of different utilities and tools out there that you can use, but surprisingly, you can actually use Zoom to do this functionality, even if you're not live broadcasting or having anybody join your session or your class. So I wanted to demonstrate that for you. It's actually pretty easy to do. I'm actually going to jump out of this. This was just so you could see my face on the screen. You will log into your Zoom account on your computer. You will click New Meeting. And it's actually just going to start a meeting, join with computer audio. It does not matter at all if you are, what the meeting ID is. You're not inviting anybody to participate. It's just to get a Zoom meeting up on your screen. This is going to allow you to do many different things and work very well for you. So here's actually the important part. We have the option down here in Zoom, you'll see on my screen, to actually record this session. And by recording this session, it will actually make a copy that you can post to Blackboard, send out to your students, do anything like that. So what I'm going to do is actually hit record here. Very important. So now it's actually, and you'll see it up here, recording to the cloud. So this is great. It's going to make it very easy for you to send this out to any of the students that you want to share it with and capture your lectures. By default, it keeps them for 120 days, but you can also download them to your computer and we can host them in Blackboard or on Google Apps, YouTube, anything like that later in time. So pretty neat functionality. So what am I going to do? You see me on the screen right now. That's great. I could hold things up, show you all kinds of things, but you can also share your screen in Zoom. So if I click down here and hit share, and you can actually share a specific application, like I only want to share, a certain document, a PDF document. You can also share your screen. So I actually have two screens here. So I'm going to pick the one that I'm on. I'm going to hit share to that. So what is that going to do? Now it's actually capturing my screen. You can always stop this share by clicking the red button up here. I also have myself over here. So this is key. I'm going to actually make myself a little bit bigger. And the neat thing that Zoom does is it actually keeps this video on the screen, optionally, while you record your lecture. So if I make any hand gestures or want to show something, it will pick me up at the same time that it's showing the screen. So at this point, maybe I'm doing a quick lecture capture on a chapter in our computer science textbook or something like that. I'm working through here. We're talking about if-then statements. I actually want to highlight and let them know that, this is important. So grab that, hit the highlight button, very important there. Had already highlighted this, that's great. We're working through how the different, and I could talk through this. They can both see me, so we have that, ability to still talk to the student, to be representative to the student, but they can also see the screen that I'm doing here. So I'm working through this problem. It's pretty interesting. We're making a espresso program, so basically a coffee calculator for a small store or something like that. Seems to be working great. We're clicking through here, I'm lecturing, and then I decide, let me actually show you how this works so that they can kind of see. So I jump over to a regular Chrome web browser. W3 Schools is a website I use all the time. This allows me to go in, this is my website, and I hit run, and it updates live over here. So this is actually a pretty cool utility for, I can move my box around, by the way, I didn't share that earlier, if you want it in a certain part of the screen. So I can update this, I can do, type, all kinds of fun stuff like that, shows up there. But I really want to jump back, show them this espresso problem, explain it to them, talk them through the problem, and then actually show them how it works. So I'm going to come back over here. And obviously you're going to use all different programs for, the different academic studies, but anything on your computer you can actually open up and show here on the screen. So for time, I'm actually going to grab some code that I had written. We'll put it over here. I'm going to hit run. Here's our espresso program over here. Let's see, it's about 9:30 in the morning, so I've been up for a good 4 or 5 hours. So let's do one grande espresso, total $1.52. Not bad. I'm a pretty good coffee shop, I would say. But you can show the student, how this will work. These are all really great tools for you to be able to use to instruct. It's actually capturing my entire screen right now. I will warn you, always make sure you prep ahead of time, close anything you wouldn't want students to see, anything like that. Very helpful. And also, you don't have to start the recording until you're set up and ready to go. So there's no need to actually you can have a Zoom session going like you saw me do and not hit the record button until you're ready to record your capture. So we go on, I continue, lecturing, maybe I jump into some other applications. Let's say I'm all good to go now. So I'm going to stop my share number one. I'm back, large screen again, so it's just capturing me. And at this point, I am going to come down and click the pause stop recording. So I will stop the recording. Are you sure? Yes, I am sure. So I'll click that. And then you're actually going to see a little pop-up, and it's going to say you will receive an email when your recording is ready to go. And depending on the length of your recording, it might take longer or shorter, but I found it usually only takes a couple minutes. An email is going to come to you, will look very similar. Let me pull this over so you can see it. Cloud recording, Scott Houston's Zoom meeting is now available. So what do I do from here? It actually tells me that share recordings with viewers. So I can click here, copy this hyperlink, or I could even forward it. I could start a new email over here, today's lecture. I can paste that into my email, and let's say I want to send this out to my students. What would I do? Well, on our website, you can see there's many different ways to email your students. You can log into the portal and get a class list there. We also have this neat acronym system that we can use. I will come back to my email. So fall, we all know it's spring of 2020, CSIS 2210, section 002. This is not actually my class, but this will work for my example. So today's lecture, I have the lecture in there. I could, give an assignment here, something like that. That way they could, respond directly to me in email with the assignment. They could do anything that they want, and it will actually work pretty well. I could also turn around and post this to Blackboard if I wanted. We could do all different things to allow, but you will see that that recording is then ready to go. I'm going to send it out. They can actually open that up and they'll see it. So let me actually show you that. Oh, I deleted that video. Sorry, that was from an earlier one. But I promise you it will work. It will show you the video. If it comes through in the next couple minutes, I will show you that as well. It's a very easy way for them to view the video, to see it. Works on most devices. They can then follow the lecture, so you don't have to do it real time. Follow the assignment, complete any work, and then submit it to you. So a really easy way to do lecture capture, no fancy software other than Zoom. It will keep that recording for 120 days. You can also go in, and maybe I'll do a later video on how to download that. But I just wanted to provide some comfort, easy way to do a lecture capture. You can do it from anywhere. You can go to one of the podiums now and do it. You can do it from your office computer, anywhere, and then be able to share that out with your students. So I hope this was helpful. Obviously, ask any questions. Help desk is available. I'm available as we move through this, but I wanted to give you some comfort that there are some pretty easy ways to do a lecture capture. I hope this was helpful for you, and have a great rest of your day.